Hey, what is up, everyone? Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler here. I apologize for the last broadcast. I got a little silly and kind of shut it down. But you know what? I thought, like, why not just, whoa. I knew I was going to do that and I did it. Anyways, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. If you guys will enjoy this video, please click the like button and definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I thought like I would do a live haul video. I had a bunch of stuff that I picked up this week from Thrift Shops and didn't do any garage selling this week because today, Saturday, has been it's kind of been rainy and kind of a mess, but I did stop by the local thrift shop Goodwill today. And I want to welcome everyone to the chat. I was like, we're going to just do this. We're just going to do this over again. And I'm not going to have any preconceptions. We're just going to do it. But anyways, I'm Chris, Thrift Shop Hustler. Tons of stuff this week. Been saving it. Usually I do videos. When I do videos, I'll do like a haul video every day. And I just thought like things have just been so busy in my life that I thought like, why don't I just do a haul video? And I'll explain all the different things that I got because I've been stepping into new kind of areas like jewelry and glass and stuff like that. So definitely, if you guys have any questions during this live broadcast, definitely leave them in the comments and let's get right into it, shall we? So yeah, like today's kind of rainy, so no garage selling for me today. First pickup was this Japanese tin train from the 60s. It's got a Japanese hallmark and can't probably see it right there. And it's in really good condition. The only thing it's missing is there's a red plastic grate in the front here that's missing, and the smokestack's missing. I actually paid only $2.99 for it, which is actually a really good price for the condition it's in. Unfortunately, like I said, it didn't have the smokestack or the grill. I actually, when I got home, didn't realize that there was a grill. I knew that the smokestack was missing straight from the get-go. And so I knew that it wasn't complete, but it's actually in amazing condition for the age. Now, I want to say it's from the 50s or the 60s. And I actually thought it was a reprint when I first, as you can see the battery compartment, how clean it is. I actually thought it was a reprint or a reproduction when I first got it because it was just so clean, but it's missing its pieces. So, I mean, it's one of those things where if this was complete in the box, these have gone for about $100. So incomplete, I can probably get $30 to $40 for this, for the condition, because someone could easily, that has this piece, could just swap out their older pieces for this and it would be an absolutely amazing condition. So like, it's funny. I guess like the only thing too that I actually saw is, I don't know if you could see here, is a small little bent. Hey, Super Sunshine Thrifter and Deanna Morgan, I'm back. Sorry about earlier. I just thought, like, people, I think if I said, like, I wasn't thinking about my subscribers on the back end. So like the front end, people aren't going to be watching this too much, but on the back end, people would enjoy this video. So I thought, oh, you know what? I should just redo the video. Anyways, that was a train. Look out for Japanese tin toys. Some of them actually go for a good amount of money. Next up, we have this Ferrari mug. I've been getting into mugs lately. As we can see here, it's actually in a really good condition. I did a little bit of cleaning. It looks like someone might have use this for like a pen holder or something for the office, but it's a 80s Ferrari. It's in really good shape. It says Ferrari here on the side. And I've been kind of buying mugs if they're cheap enough and they have a really good subject matter. I used to do mugs a long time ago and haven't got really into them that much because there's some mugs that are actually worth a pretty good amount of money, especially older Chinese mugs and stuff like that, if you really go deep down and stuff like that. So speaking of mugs, this is actually called a Stein. It is a larger mug. I guess you could call it a mug. It's a Princeton mug from, I was guessing this is probably from the early 80s. I'm trying to do this here so you guys can see here. It's in really good condition. The funny part about this one was that it actually still had the student store Princeton University tag on it. And that's how I was able to judge the date, is because I remember these tags in the 80s, these kind of price stickers. So I'll do a little bit of cleaning up on the bottom. As you can see, there's like a small little ring, like a black ring. I can actually clean that off and it'll look good. Now, I'm not sure if this was, I'm pretty sure it might have been used, but the fact that the sticker from Princeton is still on the bottom there, it's actually a really good sign that, you know, hasn't been used too much, because that sticker would have been gone. And it looks like the original price was $9.50 for this Princeton Stein mug ceramic thing. I only paid $1.99 for this. I've seen these go from anywhere between $20 to $40. There's a bunch of different ones. I didn't see this one in particular, but this was a large one, and it should go for, you know, definitely more than $2. Speaking of ceramic, and I actually might do a separate video on vases and ceramic pieces, especially like this. I think some people might be, oh, that didn't work too well, did it? You can't see it, but if there's a piece and it's signed on the bottom, let's see if you guys can see this here. I usually will buy them if the price is right, because that usually means it's not like something from IKEA. This one actually was handmade, and the artist was Sam Lopez. I cannot read the date. I think it says 2012 5 on the bottom. And when I did research, I was actually at Goodwill when I Googled this guy, and he's actually a teacher in a college who actually studied and graduated to become a ceramic teacher. And this was in California. So this was $4. And the lights can't really show the amazing colors. There we go. It's just a really odd piece, and it looks like it was used. It's kind of dirty. It's going to need to be cleaned. But one thing is, I watch a lot of antiques road shows, and one of the things that got me inspired to start buying vases and ceramics that are kind of unique is, you know, some of them go for a pretty good amount of money on the back end. This gentleman actually is still, you know, doing work, and it's kind of young. He's actually younger than I am. I think he's in his like late 20s, and he's a ceramic teacher at a college. But anyways, $4 for this. Definitely look into ceramics, and especially older vases. Like I said, I might do a video on what kind of ceramic things people should be looking for, because I don't see much videos on YouTube about ceramic vases, and especially vintage stuff. Some of the vintage stuff goes for a good amount of money. Next up, we have these On It Sucka Taiga shoes. And these actually I paid up for. These were $12. And these are actually in mint condition. I think they might even be brand new, but these are Asics. And I don't really buy shoes too often, but the price was right. And there was just something that stuck out to me. And, you know, I thought they were cool. And I've sold Tigers before in the past and got good money for them. Like I said, these things are like in pretty much mint condition, as we can see here. I looked up the prices on these, and these actually go for about $115, $130 on eBay. So this was actually a good pickup. And this wasn't even something I researched when I was there. I just picked them up because I thought they were cool. And that's one thing that I kind of, you know, once you do this enough, you can just pick up stuff on the fly and just have a good feeling about it, a gut feeling, I would say. Next up, we have this Super Smash Brothers Wii. Unfortunately, there was no game in this, but this is a really popular game, and I can probably get about $10 for this with just the case and the instructions. And I want to say this is probably about a $20 to $30 game if it had the game in it, but I paid $1 for this, so I could probably get $10 with shipping for this. So definitely look into. Some people might not even pick up cases, but if you find a rare game or a rarer game or a popular game that goes for a lot of money, people will buy the cases by themselves, which is really interesting. Got some Printful shirts. As we can see, got some D-Tube shirts for a giveaway. So those that are following me on Steemit, I'm going to do a video about Printful, about the two different styles. I just thought I'd show you guys. for those that are selling on print on demand. We have the Gildans and the Bella Canvas. And I can see right through the bag that there are already two different types of the quality. Now, I do pick up art from time to time, and it's one of the things that I pride myself in as a reseller, is being able to pick up good art. This is a Brazilian gentleman. I forget his name off the top of my head. It was Bergenson, and I paid $8 a piece for these. They're original watercolors. And this guy was born in Peru in 1950. And for the most part, I did a video on this, but I just wanted to show you guys again. This was a good pickup for $8. $8 each. They wanted $10 each for them, but this one actually had some water damage, as you can see in the corner here. I'll have to probably replace this, but I looked up the artist, and he had a pretty good following, and it's original artwork. And you know, if anything else, you know, definitely look for original artwork. I did a video on that. You guys can go back a few videos before to go find that, because I talked about how I go into picking up art, because that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know about. And even myself, I'm not no expert in art. And I did a video on like some of the things that I look for when I buy art, because when you guys go to thrift shops and stuff, there's tons of art and no one ever looks at it. And those are going to be the things that you see on like the news when someone finds $1 million painting or something like that. That's going to be those things, is the art. It's not going to be shoes that you found. You know, it's going to be a rare time that you're going to find like $1 million pair of shoes or $1 million t-shirt. It's going to be a piece of art that you're going to find. Starting to get a little bit into jewelry. I think I paid like $3 for this. It is a huge African style, Ethiopian style bracelet, as we can see here. This thing weighs a ton. Smells like a giant penny, so I think it's copper. But anyways, I paid $3 for this. This was at a Goodwill. And doing research, I think it's Ethiopian. From just the little bit of research, it's either that or it's an African. They call it a currency band, and I guess they use this kind of stuff for kind of like currency or something. But anyways, it smells actually looks funny. Like a big giant nose ring. It smells like a giant penny, so I think it's copper. I don't think, someone said it might be brass, because I talked to another seller and they thought it might be brass, but it smells like a giant penny, so I think it's copper. It's not magnetic or anything either. So there's that. What else? Tons of stuff here. I picked this up a few days ago. It's like literally a bag full of Disney Crossy Road buttons. And they counted them. There was about 37 of them. There's all different kinds. There's actually 3 different kinds: Rapunzel, Mickey Mouse, and Bing Bong. And I paid $0.25 for these each. And I was going to put these in sets of 3 because there's only 3 to the set. And there's tons of them in here. There's like 30 something. And I was going to put the sets for $9.99 plus shipping and see how that goes. I definitely end up buying promo stuff if they're cheap enough, because you guys wouldn't believe some of like the Disney promo stuff, especially if it's like convention promos. If you can see this here. Why is everything backwards? I just noticed that like everything's backwards on the writing. Let me guys know in the chat if you're seeing this, if everything's backwards, or maybe it's just me. Well, anyways, 25 cents a piece. Like I said, these I'll pick up promos all day long, to be honest. I had I think I had other hard goods here. Let's just actually go. I've been buying a lot of t-shirts over the last couple months, and I've been getting the t-shirts. I do merch my Amazon and stuff like that. And I was really excited yesterday because I found a Supreme shirt in the wild. See? And I was really excited. It had a little bit of some staining on it, but that could be taken out with a toothbrush and some dish soap. But when I took it home and I looked, let's see if we can see here. I looked at the tags. The tag wasn't right. This tag wasn't right. You can see here. And so I knew it was kind of like, I think it's a bootleg, unfortunately. This turns this shirt into virtually worthless. Though if this was a legit shirt, it would probably be worth about 150 bucks or more, especially the condition. I thought it was real at first because of the quality is like really amazing. But it's the tag that's in question, because all the ones that have sold for like $300, when you lift this part up, there's writing underneath this part about like washing instructions, and this one doesn't have it. So I was a little bummed about that, because I was actually really stoked, because this would have been a real amazing find if this was real. So we're going to go through some of the shirts. Oh, I do have another hard good here. I got this Rhino. It's a piece of art. Paid $4 for this. It's like made out of stone, and it's inscribed Kenya 1998 by Gabriel. It's kind of like a piece of art. I'll buy art like this all day long, especially kind of like indigenous art, because I can easily get probably $15 for this, even though I paid $4 up on it. But it was one of those things I didn't even research. Treasure House was asking about the thing. Is it all jacked up in the front? That's how it's supposed to be. That Supreme logo, it's supposed to be all smashed. It's actually screen printed to look like all smashed up. It's actually the way that it's made. And this shirt, if it was legit, brand new, goes for like $300 or $400. I got some Super Mario Brothers youth shirts. I paid 99 cents for these. Any Nintendo things I can get for cheap, I'll buy. Super Mario Brothers. That's going on Poshmark. Another Super Mario Brothers, 99 cents. That's going to go on Poshmark. And I've been really good at like kind of looking at quality, because I won't buy a t-shirt that's all tore up. Like here's another youth one. Volcom, 99 cents. This is actually really cool. I actually paid up for this. I paid $3.99 for this. And is actually a Beijing Olympics 2008 shirt. And it has tags. I paid $4 for this. Let's see if you can see it. It's got legit tags with holograms on them. Let me see here. Can't see it really well though. There we go. That's this part. It's a legit merch from China. I don't know how it ended up in a Goodwill, but I thought I would take a chance. Beijing 2008. A really cool shirt. I haven't even actually looked this up on eBay yet to see if this is something that's super collectible. Next up is a Postal Service. This is like a band shirt. I paid $1.99 for this. The Postal Service. I found a Rick and Morty shirt. I need to look more into this, because sometimes Rick and Morty shirts are promos that are given away at conventions, and some of them are worth a bunch of money. But this is a Rick and Morty. This one says, "Don't ever trip, road trip." Rick and Morty is really popular right now. I paid $1.99 for that. Found an Undertale shirt. This is a super popular underground video game, Undertale, and it's actually an official Undertale tag. Paid $1.99 for that. A lot of these shirts are going to go straight up to Poshmark. This is a band shirt for Graveyard. I've never heard of this band before, but I'll take a look. I think I paid how much did I pay for this one? $1.99. I will definitely take a gamble on this. I thought the graphics were cool, and it had like the tour date from 2014 on the back. So I definitely picked this kind of stuff all day long. It's a good graphic. I've been looking in the used shirts a lot too, because I was like finding a bunch of cool stuff. I've never heard of Cat and Jack brand, but I thought this was really cool for 99 cents. This kind of space guy. This is a cool one from 2006. It's a Monaco Grand Prix. Paid $1.99 for this one. And I don't really pick up white shirts too often because they get dirty so easily, but this one looked pretty much like near mint. And I didn't see any spotting on it or anything. Next up is a Titanfall 2. I'll pick up these video game shirts if they're in mint condition all day long. This one's a Titanfall 2. Some of these are actually given away at E3 and at conventions, and some of these shirts go for like $30 or $40. I don't know about this one. I haven't looked this one up, but I'll pick up video game promo shirts all day long for $2 because like some of them are super, super, super rare that you can only get them at conventions. This is a Nostalgies. This is actually like an artist made shirt for Stranger Things. This was $1.99. This is a really cool shirt. And the brand is Designed by Humans. This kind of stuff I'll pick up all day long for $1.99. Next up is SuperSeven. And for those that don't know, this is kind of like an underground brand for action figures and stuff like this. I didn't even notice. Is that it? Oh, no, that's just Flint. Good. SuperSeven shirts I'll pick up all day long. As you can see, it's got a SuperSeven label on the bottom. Some of the SuperSeven shirts are super rare. But this one happened to be a Cats. This is Cats. As you can see. These are all cats made into a skull. It's really interesting kind of shirt. I didn't know anything about this, but I think this was on sale. No, this was $1.99. I never heard of The Birthplace, but it had a tag. It was $1.99 and it looked really kind of cool. So I went on my gut on this one. I have no idea. I'll have to look at it. This might be a good brand. It might not, but for $1.99, it's like virtually brand new with tags. And it looks like something like, you know, old school Tommy Hilfiger or something like that. I definitely will pick stuff up like this all day long. Yeah, I've never heard of this brand, but I thought it was really cool. There's that. How many more shirts I got? I literally have stacks of shirts, but I'm just going to go show you guys what I got this week. I actually have to list these. This was I forget what this brand is called. It's like Uniqlo. Anyways, this is a Star Wars shirt. And Uniqlo, I guess it's called, was originally a Japanese brand. They're really popular in Japan. And this one happened to be a Star Wars one. And this one was $1.99. And that was all the shirts that I got this week. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please click the like button. Excuse me. If you're watching this on the back end and you have any questions or saw any of these shirts or anything like that, and you know any more information about them, please leave them in the comments below. Anyways, I'm Chris, a Thrift Shop Hustler. I really appreciate you guys taking a little bit of time out of your day to watch this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.